Brandon Aiyuk.
Okay.
The guy who almost got traded last year. Kyle Shanahan stepped in at the very last minute and said, no, we're signing him.
I mean, if we're going to scale a 1 to 10 and 10 being the most, I'd say 10 on all scales. It's almost imperative for us to make sure that we move on from Debo. I mean, not Debo, but BA. They got the injuries. We already overpaid him. We saw what we came in at 22.5, got him up to 25, and still bended the knee and paid him 30. We don't know what he is, and even when he was at his healthiest, he was a fringe number one guy. On top of it is that we've kind of seen life without him, and I feel like we can move on from BA. He's not that necessary of a player to have on the field, especially for what he can do. And then we don't even know what he is after he gets paid. It's time for us to get younger, faster. Also, another thing, it's time for us to challenge Kyle. Kyle needs to be challenged with a new band of guys that does not know him, that they're there, they are on the team to perform. Like, I kind of feel like anybody who has some type of backstory with Kyle needs to go. It's time to just shake everything up, right? So, yeah, I believe on all fronts.
The Eagles don't have a contingent of players who are on the team because they're super close with Big Dom or Little Dom.
Yeah,
it's not. They don't do it like that over there.
No. It's almost kind of like,
what team does it like that other than the 49ers? What team has a clique of players that's super close with the head coach, but only a certain segment of the players, and they happen to be the guys who get the most money?
It's weird.
It's weird.
It's very weird. It's
very unbecoming
weird
of the 49ers.
It's not professional.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And the teams that see it, we look bad as an organization. It's cronyism.
Throwing money away to certain people. All right. So Brandon Aiyuk, I mean, best guess as to a team that might want him. The Patriots. We heard a lot about that.
Patriots. I would go with the Patriots that might take a stab at him. I would think the Commanders may take a stab at him. They got a lot of money. They've already gotten Debo, so that's pretty much off the table now that I'm thinking about it. Smaller teams that need receivers. I could see possibly the Colts taking a swing at Debo. I could also see, if we're looking at receivers, you may not like this, but I could see the Seahawks going at Brandon Aiyuk. I don't know if the Niners would do it or not. I don't necessarily see a lot of teams that would just be wanting to jump at him right away with disposable cash just to spend.
What about Buffalo? That's the team I like.
They're losing Amari Cooper.
That's the team I like for Aiyuk last year. It's like, you have an elite quarterback. You don't, like, your number one weapon is Khalil Shakir, who's good, but you need to be able to throw more. What's the point of having Josh Allen if you can't actually throw? I mean, they throw the ball among the least of any team in the league. I think that one makes sense to me. I don't know if they want to do it. I don't know if they have the money for it after paying Josh Allen.
See, the thing about it is that Buffalo may not have the money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I would say, what about Miami?
Yeah,
Vegas needs a receiver too.
Yeah. Miami needs a receiver to replace Tyreek Hill. How about Aiyuk for Tyreek Hill straight up?
Oh my God! You know who needs a number 2 receiver?
Who?
Dallas.
Dallas
needs a number 2 receiver. I said Cleveland already. I don't know. They just let go of Christian Kirk, so I don't think that Jacksonville would get back in that. Hate to say it, but I can see KC taking a stab at BA. Being able to have a guy that can run real routes. They don't need anybody to take the top off the defense. They got Rashee Rice. And they like playing small ball. And then there's always Pittsburgh. Right? They could go back and circle the block with that. They've already got Pickens. And then Pittsburgh will circle the block and get him at cheap. Right? For way less than what they were going to give up for him before when they were trying to make the deal with us in the summer last year. So I wouldn't be mad at that deal either. As well as Tennessee. So for me, I think the ideal place that I could see BA going is Dallas. You already have CeeDee Lamb there. And they need a number 2 receiver. I could see Dallas taking him.
Be interesting. Alejandro Buenrostro says Shaq Mason release thoughts potential pickup.
No. Not a
draft a guy.
Draft a guy.
You got to draft a guard. You got to draft a starter in round 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Dave Sims says, GA got over 100 subscribers already. Thank you.
Dave.
Jewish guy says, is a pick swap with any too much for BA?
Hell yeah.
Pick swap?
Yes.
Number 4 pick?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm thinking like a fourth round pick from New England. That's what you're getting.
4th round pick. Yeah.
Nathan Ed says, thoughts on Saleh potentially replacing Kyle Shanahan?
It's there, but I don't think it's more of a position of could we get Saleh, but I think it would be, does Saleh want us? Got to look at it that way. I think that's what it would be near the end, because Coach Saleh is he's going to be a leading head coach candidate next year in the offseason. Again, it's going to happen again. So especially if he writes the defense. So I don't know. If the Niners would do it, they would have to be like forceful, not like, hey, we kind of got an opening. I think they would have to like go straight to him. Do you think Saleh would take Kyle's job like professionally? Do you think that would be bad for him? That feels
like something he wouldn't do. That feels like he's a loyal guy. I think that'd be like Jim Tom Sula taking Jim Harbaugh's job.
Yeah.
Because I think one thing you got, like what Saleh has, is this entire Shanahan network. And if you would do something like that, maybe the network might turn its back on him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there might be a lot of people that take
Eric Mangini.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. Alejandro says a wide receiver core a little old if you really think about it.
It is.
Well, I mean, this might be Jennings' last season on the team. He's going to be a free agent in 2026, and if he has another 70 catch season, he could be priced out.
Definitely priced out.